had some sort of family nearby. Did you grow up around here? Your husband's family lived near here. They lived down the road. Did you live on the, are you writing this down? Did you live on what would be called a plantation or a farm? Did your husband's family own that farm? They worked on the farm. Maybe one of the enslaved people? No, I was white. That's what I thought. So they had workers that were not enslaved people. Yes, many. And you come here, you come here a lot, don't you? There are many people here. I visit with my friends. So do your friends travel here? How old is that church? When did that church be? It was here before they back to
In the 40s, 1940s.
She said it was not here. It was not here when she was alive, but she did come here to worship after she died.
Yeah, the church ties in with the baseball field as well, because one of the big events was on Sunday. Everyone would walk from the church to the baseball field to take in the Sunday game. So I didn't know if it was this church or a different church.
Did you guys go to the baseball field?
Yes, we did.
So what questions do you all have for Marjorie?
Does she need anything? Or why does she still want to be here? Or does she want to be
Was
here?
that her last night?
She says she's happy. Was that you? Did he hear you last night? Was there somebody screaming last night?
Shouting, I would say.
Well, it sounded like it was from a distance, like someone trying to get your attention from a distance. So we thought she was trying to get our attention from upstairs.
No, she's a very gentle spirit. Was it,
No, I
do
wouldn't
you
say
know
it
who
was,
it was?
I wouldn't say it was negative either. It's just someone trying to yell to get your attention is how I
Right, I
perceived
don't,
it.
I mean, she's typical of a refined woman of her day. She would not yell to get your attention.
Understood.
Yeah.
Is she here a lot?
She is here a lot. There are lots of spirits here who come here, and they come with other people. And she heard that there was going to be an investigation here. And she heard it. Did you hear it? Did somebody else tell you? You heard it yourself? Were you in this lady's office?
Does she approve of that? Is she okay with that?
She likes you.
Yeah.
What does
She
she look
really
like?
likes you. You're a lot like her. Well, let me ask her, how would you describe yourself? You have kind of a porcelain skin, pink cheeks. Lovely. Your hair, it's in a bun, but it's not a tight bun. You've got, comes back and there's a little wave here. Is that, would you say that's correct? And your dress is down, it's down to your ankles, and it's like, I can't tell if it's white or light blue. It has lace. It's both of those. Is that correct? Light blue and white accents. Long sleeves. Yeah, you would not be happy in long sleeves today because it's hot. You were not happy then because it was hot.
What was the temperature like last night for all you guys? Well,
We
like,
didn't sleep outside. It was, I know it was in the high 60s, 67, 63. So
she was freezing last night.
I
She
was
could
like in
not
ICU.
get, and
And I'm
I'm
always
always
hot.
cold, and I was fine.
Always always hot. I always stick my feet out from under the covers,
She
and
was freezing.
I could not. I put on like I put on this long sleeve thing, long pants, socks.
What kind of pad are you sleeping on?
Just air mattress.
Just an air
Just
mattress.
bought it because
Okay.
all of ours
Brand new.
lost. You know, they get holes and stuff in them. So.
Mhm.
But
I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, it's fine.
Can you tell us where she's buried?
That's what I wanted to ask
Oh,
that.
yeah. Did you die in a house fire? No, but your cabin did burn. Are you buried in a cemetery at a church? Your daughter buried you. Is it close by here?
People over in that way.
Is the church, have you been back to to your grave? Is it still a church? Is the church the cemetery is still there?
We just want to make
Is
sure there's
the
people.
church
We just wanna
functioning
make sure it's
now as a
people.
church, or they haven't
Yeah,
worked?
because there's noise out.
It was once a church and had a cemetery and is no longer a church. It was Presbyterian.
It's probably trying to put him,
It was at the time Presbyterian
this way.
church where she is buried.
Oh, okay.
And it's no longer a church anymore, but the graves are still there.
Where is it located?
Since it's close by. I can't tell you the name.
There's the chapel.
She doesn't know what the name would be now. What was the name then?
Is it Chapel Hill?
Was it Chapel Hill?
It written out.
Okay.
Do you remember what the name was at the time? It was like First Presbyterian or something. Did you go to that church? She didn't even go to that church where she's buried. But you said your name was Marjorie Evans, correct? Maybe in Find a Grave.
I'll look for her.
It's the
Oh, yeah.
Montgomery County Chapel Cemetery is the only one that we know of that we can visit right now.
Is there, you told me, what year did you, 1792, 1793, when you moved here?
That's
Did you die after 1800? I'm seeing you as I'm sorry, I'd have to talk about age, I know you just said a woman never tells her age, but I'd like to know how old you were. I mean, I see you as maybe, forgive me, because I'm a lot older than this, so don't be, if I say this and I'm wrong. I see you as late 30s, like 39 or 40, is that correct? Okay. So that would mean. So, would that be around in the early 1800s? Would it be, I'm here at 1812.
Seneca
1813.
Baptist Church, 1888. It's Upper
Seneca Baptist Church.
1888.
But there's also.
That's 100 years later.
Yeah.
There's also-
The oldest one is that Montgomery, and that's the one where the like the oldest people from this area were buried.
Did you guys have those records?
So are you saying that were you Presbyterian? You were Presbyterian. Do you know if the church where you're buried was Presbyterian? Not now, but you thought it was at the time.
Places from the past.
Is it even a church? Is there a church there now? The church is not there now, but the cemetery is. But I don't know how big the cemetery is, if it's just a few graves
Mm-hmm.
that nobody would know, they're roped off somewhere.
Oh yeah,
I mean, cause that's,
we've
Yeah.
we've been
That's
to
all over the county.
yeah, that's a lot of places.
like, yeah.
So she
Cause I
was
was looking for William George
1700s.
Robertson's grave, who owned my property. He happened to be buried across from Richard Montgomery High School in that cemetery, luckily, but.
Bam!
Sorry.
Sorry. You
moved
can just
from?
put it in that corner
Did
track.
she
I'll
move
put
from
it-
another
Alright.
place in Montgomery County? And had a home in Bethesda when her husband died. In Bethesda. Yeah, which was, I guess, way out. Was it even called Bethesda back then?
That's a good ride from here. Maybe back then, it's near. Good ride.
Well, she said her husband died and they were living there, but his family owned. No, she didn't